Hello everyone, my name is Z and welcome back to the channel. And I apologise. Sorry if you heard that. I apologise if I seem quite low in this video. You know, I've tried making this video a number of times, and it has been a struggle to say the least. But as you can see here, this is a image of a proposed European Super League, and today, from a Tottenham fan's perspective, as I am a Tottenham fan, a Spurs fan, I would give my opinions on this proposed league and whether I think it's a good thing to happen or a bad thing to happen. So starting off, I'd just like to say it's a bad thing. Under no way is this a good thing. This will not bring joy to anyone. This is bad. This is very bad. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, what is it? Well, long story short, every team in the world has a football league. You know, that has football as a legal sport to play. Some teams obviously don't have football leagues, but every single team has a football league, right? And depending on what continent you're in, your continent is sort of managed by a branch of FIFA, which is FIFA is the World Football Organization, and in Europe we have UEFA. Sorry, and as I said, in Europe we have UEFA, and depending on how a certain team or a group of teams do in your domestic league, at the end of a season, after you've won or lost, whatever, depending on where you finish in your table or your league table, you go off to a somewhat playoff kind of tournament. For those of you in the US, you have the Major League Soccer, which we'll get into a little bit later, but you know, if you finish relatively high on the table, you enter the playoff positions in the Major League Soccer, and then you can go on to win the MLS Cup. Now, that is essentially very similar to something called the Champions League and the Europa League, and in 2021, so starting in next season, we have the UEFA Conference League. Now, these are very important tournaments because they allow teams to go on and win a major European trophy. The winner of the Champions League then goes on to enter the FIFA Club World Cup tournament to then, if they win that, become the official club world champions. That is a tournament consisting of all of the governing bodies of FIFA, their champions of that governing body going into a big tournament to win. So the CONCACAF champions, sorry if I butchered that, the Asian champions, again, I'm not 100% sure on what the Asian FIFA body is, so I apologise, and of course the UEFA champions and the African champions. All of these teams will go together to then fight for the Club World Cup, which is the world champions. Although, out of all of these trophies, the Champions League is without question the biggest and the most important. The Champions League has been around the longest, and the Champions League has also been the biggest and most economically driving sporting tournament in the world. Champions League is bigger than for those of you in the US, the Champions League final is bigger than the Super Bowl. It's bigger than anything. It is the biggest sporting event every year, based on its impact on the world and on Europe. And essentially, the following clubs: Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Tottenham have all agreed, the owners have all agreed to create a new league different from the Champions League, and it's supposed to rival and challenge the Champions League. And this is wrong, because these teams will be in this tournament without question every single season, meaning there is no fight to get into this tournament, there is no competition, you are always there, there's no risk of relegation. Relegation is really important in football because, just as a title race is, a relegation battle can be just as entertaining and just as impactful as winning something for a club. So to take this all away completely denounces what football is and completely ruins and gets rid of the original structure onto what football is and what people love football to be. This tournament is very, very dangerous for the likes of football and football fans, and as a result, we need to step up to try and make a difference from this. Just like with other protests that have been going on in the world, people need to spread the word about this, and this is why I've decided to make this video today, because people need to be educated to realise just how bad this is. I've heard many absolutely disgraceful fans online hyping up this tournament and being extremely excited for it, and it is absolutely disgusting to see fans so greedy at something like this, because this is all this is for football. This is greed and nothing else. It is greed, and it is disgusting, and it needs to be stopped. Teams deserve the right to compete in the Champions League, and every team deserves the right to win the Champions League. The reason why this is happening is because in a few seasons' time, the Champions League structure will be changed to what's called the Swiss model. And what this means is it makes it more of a league format other than your bog standard typical cup knockout tournament. This is mainly due to the fact that UEFA have seen that the people winning the Champions League are the same people most of the time. You've got your Liverpools, you've got your Man United, although they haven't won it in a while, your Real Madrid, your Barcelonas. They are all the teams that are winning all of the Champions League. And notice those are all teams that are introduced into this big thing. And UEFA don't like that, because they like the ability for everyone to have a chance and everyone to have it's an equal game. It's equal, There is no discrimination. There is no favourites. It is an equal game, and everyone has an equal shot at winning something. And to say and denounce that is wrong. It's just not right. It's wrong. And unfortunately, if this goes through, football as we see it could be very different forever. Even if this only goes on for one season, the money and revenue gained by these clubs is so big that it will change the world of football forever as we see fit, and it is disgraceful without question. It is absolutely disgraceful and needs to be stopped before it happens. As a Spurs fan, I'm even potentially considering switching to follow a different club, as I do not want to be part of this negative environment, and I never thought I'd say that. I'm shocked, and to this day, it's been a couple of days since this was announced, and I'm so shocked that this would go through. A few seasons ago, a team called Leicester City in the Premier League were in the relegation zone, which meant that if the season finished right then, that they would be relegated and removed from the season and put into a league behind the Premier League. They went from the relegation spot to winning the Premier League, which is the biggest thing you can do in England, in English football, is winning the Premier League. And this league will mean that will never, ever, ever happen again. You can imagine, in anything, that there's always an underdog. There's always a team that people root for that are like, oh, we don't expect them to win, but all the best, give it your all, and there's always at least one team that always pushes far and beyond to go and win something, and for it to actually happen is really, really special, regardless of if you're a fan of them or not. I was a Tottenham fan, and I watched my team miss out on winning the Premier League for the first time ever, and I was still just in utter awe that Leicester managed to pull it off. I was happy for them. As much as I was devastated that we didn't win it, I was happy for Leicester fans. And unfortunately, this will never ever happen again. So, as I said, this needs stopping, and thank you everyone for taking your time to listen to what I had to say. Make sure you spread the word. I will be, as a little side note, I will be uploading videos a bit more frequently within the next month. I just got I'm into my last little month of college. I've got a lot on my plate at the moment, so after I've got all of that finished, I'll have a lot more free time on my hands to make some more content for you lot. But other than that, thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to leave a like and smash like and hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to be informed of whenever I release a video. But other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and this needs stopping right now.